In today's video, we are checking out the Poseidon D70 7.1 channel wireless surround sound soundbar system from Ultimea. Thank you Ultimea for sending this out in exchange for an honest review. And the best thing about this wireless soundbar system is the price. Coming in at under 200 bucks on Amazon right now, and with a $30 off coupon, you can actually pick this up for $170. Now let's go ahead and rifle through the specs, and then we'll take a look at everything you see here. We're looking at 420 watts maximum output power, Bluetooth, auxiliary, optical, and HDMI connectivity. 7.1 channels featuring 4 surround sound satellite speakers, a 6.5-inch wireless subwoofer, and a soundbar featuring 3 drivers, which comes to 8 drivers in total. Besides just using the included remote control, you can take further control of the sound system by using the Ultimea Smart App Control app. 121 EQ presets and a 10-band graphic equalizer. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at everything we see here. All right, let's start with the subwoofer and we'll work our way around. All right, so what we're looking at is a 6.5-inch downfiring sub right there. And we have our port right on the back. And here you'll find the power connection, left and right speaker satellite hookups. And then we have our on-off toggle right here on the back of the speaker. Our product manual, 1-year warranty card. This is going to be your power adapter for the front soundbar. These are wall mount hookups, and we have included screws and hardware over here in this bag. This is a 2-to-1 audio cable that you can use with like DVD players, Blu-ray players, older game systems, stuff like that. Here's our power cord for the subwoofer. They give you an HDMI cable. We have our 2 left satellite cables and our 2 right satellite cables. And the way this works is we hook 2 speakers up to the soundbar with 1 right and left cable, and then we hook up 2 more of the satellite speakers to the subwoofer with the other right and left cable, and then the subwoofer and the soundbar are wireless from each other. They connect with each other. So the front of your room and the back of the room will be wireless. We have an optical audio cable, our 4 satellite speakers, and if we take a closer look at these, we have wall mount connectivity in the back, and then we have our input for the cable. Take a look around, you'll see the Ultimea branding. Pretty nice finish on this. And I've noticed that all of these speakers so far, the sub, the soundbar, and all this, are very fingerprint resistant. Look at this, I'm going crazy on this, and it's not really showing anything. So that's fantastic. We now take a look at the main soundbar. You see we have our front panel controls. We have some Ultimea branding up in the top right corner. Little sticker to take off in a little bit. You see it wraps cleanly around the whole thing. And we do have some bottom like rubber little stop things here built onto each one of the speakers that feel pretty nice. This will prevent them from slipping around on any surfaces. And then on the back is where we have our main connectivity. Our AC power is going to plug in here, our 2 wireless speakers, auxiliary, optical, USB, and HDMI ARC inputs. And we have 2 connection points for hooking this onto your wall. Last, we have what appears to be a very easy to use remote. So we have different input selectors for all of our inputs right up here. We can also turn on USB repeat. So if you plug in a USB thumb drive to the back, you can repeat your media. We have our backwards and forward and play pause controls, as well as our audio up and down. We can mute the audio. We can dim the LED buttons down here on the soundbar. We also have the option to adjust our bass, mid-range, and treble, as well as pick from some EQ presets. We can fine-tune our surround sound, and we can also adjust the system beeps. So basically they cover all the main functionality right on the remote, but we're also going to check out the app to see what additional functionality we get with it. All right, so now I'm going to get this set up and we'll start running it through some tests. All right, we got the Poseidon D70 all set up here. Just did kind of a test setup here on my standing desk here. You can see the front speakers, and I'll flip it around real quick. And here you see I got the rear speaker set up with the sub, just kind of a testing setup here in my office. All right, first things first, I do want to mention that the vendor reached out to me and let me know that there's an important firmware update out for this that improves the bass response quite a bit. So I went ahead and installed that update, so we're reshooting this footage again. So you can see the front screen here. It's pretty cool. This gives you an indication of which input you're using, as well as like the volume up, down. All right, let's go ahead and check out some music on the D70. So I've got the volume set to 40 out of 100, and I've got the bass, mid-range, and treble all set to 0. So they're just right in the middle. All right, let's go ahead and give it a listen. How it goes, and I'll let you know how the assembly goes when it's over.
Bicycle in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Definitely pretty good. All right, so now let's listen to just some regular dialogue. Just me talking here, so you can just see what your TV viewing experience is gonna be like. Forgot to mention, I just hooked up with the optical cable. Real simple to set this up. Took me like less than 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Again, the volume's at 40 out of 100.
Yeah, one of the wires came off. No big deal, quick fix, right? So we'll get that up and running. Still got my trusty Fat Sharks, my HD2s, my favorite goggles of all time. So nothing changes there. I still like my old school stuff. But, you know, I'm going to catch up with some of your guys' videos. I'm just starting to get back into it, you know. I'm still trying to learn the lingo and...
Plenty loud. I mean, the volume is definitely there. All in all, it sounds great. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the app. All right, all you do is head out to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, and you're going to look for Ultimea. And once you open up the app for the first time, you're going to want to register. Then once you've registered and logged in, the first thing it's going to have you do is add your device. So we just need to make sure it's turned on, and we'll go ahead and start pairing. Give it the permissions that it needs. All right, looks like it found our D70, and it's getting connected right now. And right off the bat, we're presented with a new firmware update that lets us know that the subwoofer needs to be connected. So we're all set, so let's go ahead and upgrade now. And it's gonna take 15 to 30 minutes, so I'll see you back in a little bit. All right, looks like the update was successful. It took about 20 minutes to complete. Let's go ahead and head back to the main screen. All right, and here's what the main view of the application looks like. Right here in the middle, we have this like volume slider. If you happen to have some music playing, you can test it out. It gives you a little graphic indication of what your system looks like. If we go into the settings, we have a lot of things that we can do. We can customize the name, check the firmware version, enable or disable a Bluetooth prompt sound. We can also adjust the auto standby time. We have quite a few options to pick from. We can also adjust the speaker display, which is going to adjust that front LED where it showed optical and all that on the front. So you can adjust this here instead of using the remote control. And we can also do firmware updates. In here we can turn off the power, and we can also switch the source. But the main reason to get the app, besides doing firmware updates, is going to be right here. We can go here to EQ, and here we have a full customization suite to where we can pick from the defaults. We can go ahead and customize here by doing a custom EQ. And this gives you access to a 10-band graphic equalizer. And we can also come over to style, which gives you a just more of a like tone type of equalizer. So we can kind of slide it up to rock. If we want more bass in our music, we can kind of slide this up to bass just like that. So you can kind of target different genres of music. So this is the stuff that you can do inside the app only. This is not available on the remote control. But as you can see here, we have a lot of functionality with what we can do with our EQ. So all in all, I'd say the Poseidon D70 sound system is a great buy, especially at under 200 bucks. I think right now on Amazon, it's like 170. I mean, that's a steal for how loud this thing gets. I haven't found any issues with the system whatsoever. It's been solid. I've been testing it out for a good week and a half or so. So yeah, thanks Ultimea for sending this out. If you have any questions or comments about the D70, please drop down in the comments section below. I really do appreciate your time. And as always, thanks for watching.